Some people are literally addicted to suffering. Some people are genuinely addicted to suffering. This goes in the health, fitness, and mindfulness space. This goes in general, relationships, job situations, career situations, entrepreneurship situations. Human beings, some human beings really are addicted to suffering. And so I have a little story to tell you guys. So you're going to want to definitely tap in and tune into this, because what I'm finding is that if you can, one of the keys, I feel like one of the keys that I've sought out from wise counsel and I've implemented in my life, in my adult life, is that every single thing, every single stage of life is going to come with a positive and a negative. Okay. So just bear with me on this, because this is going to be juicy at the end, and you're going to walk away with a serious key to life that you can implement in many areas of your life. So as you continue to elevate, right, in your life, in different decisions that you want to make with better relationships, in your body, you know, eating better, fitness, working out, it's almost like as you continue to improve in different areas of your life, there's always going to be somebody, whether it's one, two, or a group, that is going to try to pull you back down, right? Because they're addicted to suffering. They're addicted to suffering. So addicted to suffering in the fitness department. Like, some people are literally addicted to wanting, like, the yearning or the idea that they will finally get their body that they want, right? They'll finally start eating better. They'll finally start taking their vitamins and supplements. They'll finally start doing all these things, but they're addicted to the suffering aspect of it because they don't even believe themselves. So when they see you doing it, when they see you checking in, when they see you having a ton of discipline, when they see you are starting to fuel your brain with tons of knowledge from books and really, really high quality podcasts, and surrounding yourself around different people, and you're elevating yourself. Some people around you are so addicted to suffering that when they start seeing you do that, they're literally going to pull you, try to pull you back down. And one of the keys, okay, part of the key that I told you you're going to have at the end of this live, part of that key, okay, so an aspect of it is that if you can start to check into the game, okay, if you can start to check into the game, that just know when you start elevating, when you start looking better, when you start getting that body together, when you're losing 5, 10, 7 pounds, when you start eating, making better choices at the restaurant, when you start not dating certain individuals, when you start choosing peace in your marriage, when you start being a better parent, when you start being a better boss at work, when you start being a better coworker, all of a sudden, just know that as you're doing that, there's going to be a reciprocal. Like or not a reciprocal, there's actually going to be something repelled on the other side of that. So that's the part that I think some people, because they're starting to elevate and then people around them are hating, they start to then shrink themselves back down. Don't do that. That's why people quit. That's why people don't keep going. That's why people don't keep evolving. That's why people say, you know what, they're right. Why am I even worried about trying to get my body together? Why am I worried about trying to make better choices at the restaurant? Why am I worried about trying to stay away from fried food? Why am I worried about trying to, drink more water? Yeah, everybody else is like getting on me for it. Everybody else is, starting to say I'm looking better, and who do I think I am? Everybody else is starting to say, oh, wow, you actually started the business and you're actually making money. Who do you think you are? Oh, let me go ahead and go back to a 9-to-5. Let me go ahead and not go as hard on my business. Let me go ahead and not try to get, marketing to put myself out there. Let me keep myself small. Let me make sure not to really tell anybody what I'm really doing. So that way I kind of self-sabotage. Let me just start to self-sabotage so I can make everybody else around me feel better. That's what I mean at the beginning of this video, where people are addicted to suffering. Like, people are, when you start to rattle people, and when I say rattle, like, you start when you start to shift to elevation, going this way, you're rattling their world, and they're used to seeing you staying stagnant, staying in the same spot, not really making any moves. So when you start elevating, it rattles them too much. And so they're going to start to, they're addicted to suffering. They want you to be addicted too. They want you to stay there. So when you start making moves, just know it's going to come with a level of people that are going to be, and you don't even have to know them, people in the comments, people, or this is the thing. Sometimes it comes from your very closest people and they don't even know that they're doing a addicted to suffering move on you. So you could be trying to improve and they could say, well, you're fine. Just be confident with how you are. Own you, right? Anyone should accept you for you with 30 pounds of extra weight on yourself that you know you don't want. Just do you. Any man or any woman that's going to want you should accept you for who you are. But deep down inside, you're like, but I kind of want to get my own self together. I kind of want to lose my own weight for myself. I kind of want to start the business for myself. I kind of wanted to write that book for myself. I kind of wanted to get back into dancing for myself. I kind of wanted to get back into playing a sport for myself. I kind of wanted to get into yoga, not for anybody else, but for myself. But people around you, people that actually love you, could just keep you small. Why are you starting to do that yoga stuff? Why are you starting to drink green juices? You know, why, are you just doing stuff because it's trending? Well, no, you actually, like, those things, what they're going to do is they're going to make you feel better in your body. They're going to make you think more sharp. They're going to make you have more concentration and focus, right? They're going to make you have better energy, more natural energy. You're not going to need the coffee anymore. And when you start just fixing the basics, all of a sudden other areas of your life start to improve, right? You have more energy now to work out. You have more energy to, or maybe you're just in a better mood to be able to have more of a well-being, to not be pissed off and popping off on people, right? Maybe you had an attitude before, maybe you don't have one. People are like, wait a minute, I'm used to that person having an attitude. I'm used to you having an attitude. What's going on with you? What are you doing? Like, it's like they're addicted to seeing you suffer. They're addicted to suffering themselves, and it's like they say, pleasure, misery loves company. It's the same mindset. So just know, as you continue to elevate, as you continue to soar off, as you continue to improve different areas of your life, as you continue to believe in yourself, as you continue to do your morning rituals of being organized, making sure your area is clean, making sure to make your bed every morning, making sure to do things that you say you're going to do, commit to things that you say, actually do the thing you say you're going to commit to. Some people don't even trust themselves. Some people will even sign themselves up or something, or commit to something, and already knowing that they're lying to themselves, knowing that they're not going to do it. And so all of a sudden, when you start keeping commitments, when you start, you read a book, you read a whole book last month. Oh, I'm not used to you reading. What are you trying to do? You're trying to read now? You're trying to get in shape now? You're trying to, oh, you got an LLC? Oh, you started an investing account? Oh, like, what are you trying to do? And it's like, people are so used to seeing you in that particular light. And so that's one of the keys. So that's what is going to help you understand that you're doing the right thing. Hi. That's how you know you're elevating, is when people start to tear you back the other way. That's a ding, ding, ding. That's part of you knowing that you're going in the right direction. When you know you're doing something better for yourself, when, oh, you don't want to come to happy hour? Oh, you don't want to, oh, you're at dinner, but you don't want to have anything to drink? Oh, you're only sticking with one glass of wine because you have to get up and work out tomorrow? Oh, since when did you start working out? Oh, wow, you dropped a dress size? Oh, wow, you dropped a pant size? Oh, what are you trying to do? Are you like getting ready for something? And you're like, I just want to improve my life. Like, I just want to be a better human being. I want to be healthier. I want to have more agility, more, And so that's what I wanted to get on here and say, is that is one of the major keys. When you start to elevate, just know the hate is going to start to fester. Just know that, start to pay attention to the underlying meaning in between the lines when people are saying certain things, right? It's like a backhanded compliment, or it's like it seems like it's uplifting, but it's really a dig, right? So that's, if you can master that, if you can start to master, and you only can get better at it with time, right? Like that's the part of the beauty of spending more years on the planet, right? Aging, right? Is you begin to collect these keys, and then you end up having a whole entire toolkit of like a toolkit of being able to navigate through life. And so I know, like, specifically, there's been times where I literally watched myself. It was almost like I popped out of my body and watched myself deflate myself, because I was, it's almost like, I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Also, like this video and let me know in the comments if you're vibing with me. If this is not for you, even let me know if you're like, I never really experienced this, or, you know, let me know. I'm just curious to see if you guys are vibing with what I'm saying. But there has been times where I literally popped out of my body and I watched myself deflate myself. I literally watched myself shrink myself, not speak up, have a really, really good point to add, not say it. Maybe even speak up a little bit and not finish out my entire, you know, thought, because I wanted to like shrink myself, right? I didn't want to shine. I didn't want to outshine anyone. I didn't want to seem smarter than anyone. And when you start doing that to yourself, just know it's because you were actually doing something right. And there's something about people trying to tear you down that, like, it may, depending on your personality, it may want you to retract, but that's when you need to expand. So if you're in a position where maybe you're at work, or maybe you're, I don't know, with a group of girlfriends or a group of guys, or whatever, family, and they're not used to you maybe being knowledgeable about certain topics, or being knowledgeable about finance, or being knowledgeable about credit, being knowledgeable about travel, being knowledgeable, and that's when you're like nervous about, like, oh, I feel like I have a really good point, but I don't want to say anything. That's when you need to lean into it more and allow people to feel uncomfortable. Like, get comfortable with making other people feel uncomfortable. And the sooner you can do that, the quicker you can sign on to that, the more you will stop deflating yourself, and the more you will not care that people are trying to bring you back down, and because they're addicted to suffering. They're addicted to suffering in so many different areas that as you evolve, it's going to rattle them, and it's going to make you want to revert back. Because as humans, it's like we kind of have this, like, it's weird. It's like we're encouraged to stand out, but then if you stand out too much, then you're almost making yourself a target. So we kind of have this dynamic as humans, like it's like we're constantly like doing this, like, okay, should I speak up? Should I not? Should I be a leader? Should I step into a leadership role, or should I not? Should I, actually take the leap, or should I not? Should I actually, it's like, I'm here to tell you that your life is so precious, and your gifts are literally given to you for a very specific reason. Do not end up in an old age, 80, 90 years old, with all your gifts still left inside of you, because you did not want to put yourself out there. You didn't want to make yourself stand out. You didn't want to make yourself a target, right? People are going to keep putting you in positions, especially as they're not evolving. They're going to keep putting you in positions to keep yourself small. And sometimes what we do is we will shrink just to kind of keep the comfort zone of everybody else, but internally suffering, internally wrestling with ourselves, internally disappointed with ourselves, internally knowing that we want to be better, do better, but the comfort of others is like what we're trying to appease more. And as we're doing that, we're continuing to deflate, and we're continuing to store up pent up resentment towards yourself. So if you can, in this life, as you continue to spend more years on the planet, I don't like to really say get older, or I just like to say more years on the planet, right? As you continue to spend more years on the planet, the more you make people feel uncomfortable, and the more you get comfortable with seeing that you're making people feel uncomfortable because you're doing something right, that means you're doing something right. And unfortunately, that may mean that those people may fall off, and they need to, because other people that are on your level are going to slide right on in, and you're going to continue to evolve. So whoever needed to hear that, that was for you. I'm speaking of, I'm about to get it in right now. When I was on my journey, you guys see, if you guys check out my playlist, Training with Master Trainer, you'll see that I hired a master trainer for 8 months and learned how to build muscle. And I kind of fell off just a little bit because of, I was the lead for this gala, and being in the lead position for this gala, I learned a lot about human dynamics, jealousy, just people will show you how they really feel about you, more so than they will say it. So you really got to pay attention to body language and pay attention to things in between the lines, pay attention to people's actions. But so I fell off a little bit, but I'm getting back on it now. And so as I'm getting back on it, it's like there's already comments, and I'm like, oh, instead of like shrinking myself, I'm like, perfect. That means I'm doing the right thing. I'm actually waking up something inside of them that's nudging at them to get their health together. That's all it is. So yep, I'm about to drink my Riot Energy. If you want to tap in with this, click the link in the description for this. I love this. It's a plant-based energy drink. Some of the days, like especially on leg days, I gotta use this to get it in. It is what it is, especially with me trying to like get my mojo back with doing my weight training. And also for my hair, skin, and nails, my hair is like literally down to here. It's like all the way down here. Hair, skin, and nails supplements, INNO subs, definitely tap into the description. You do get 20% off if you use my code. I've still been using it. I've been on a journey with my skin. I've talked to you guys about some of that journey in my other videos. You want to tap into some of my other lives, just seeing my journey with my skin and just my hair and things like that. But I'm about to go to the gym, so make sure to share my page. Couldn't agree more. I love it. So make sure to share my page with anyone. Make sure to comment, make sure to subscribe, and catch me on the next one. Bye.